Greetings, Novosplovians, and welcome back to City Skylines. Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're back in our Russian-themed city, and everything is going really, really, really well. All our industry, commercial, and residential is ticking over perfectly. We've got a pretty symbiotic relationship with this town, and everything's going great. This episode, we're going to be focusing on this area over here, and we're going to be building the Sickle, the counterpart to the hammer, and it's going to be a beautiful residential zone. So let's dive in. So when I'm thinking about what to do with a new zone, the most important thing, because basically City Skylines is more like traffic skylines, which is why the new mass transit add-on was so good and so important. Now I'm looking at links over here, not as in the cat links and not as in the deodorant, but city links. Now the train line that we have that connects outside of the city is over here. It doesn't go anywhere near this region down here, so this area is only fed by this highway. And I think this is going to be the perfect area for our residential zone. If it was commercial, I'd want better transport links, because I want to wait until we get to 5,500, which is when we unlock high density stuff, which is going to be super good. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to start constructing our big commercial zones and getting transport links to industrial that can easily get to there. Also, we can start building our island that's going to be blimp-only island. I can't remember where we said it was going to be, but we're going to have an area that you can only get to by blimp, and it's going to be the place to be. It's going to be super expensive and sought-after real estate. But before we even do that, we're going to want like a transport hub that connects every region of our city to one transport network. Now, cash is not an issue. We're getting 3,000 quite comfortably. So I'm going to start crafting the Sickle right here. So stay tuned. We're going to go a bit silent while I build the region for my Sickle. So we're going to want, I think that I feel like the Sickle should be a one-way system. And it's only going to be residential. So it might be important to make it 4-lane. In fact, yeah, we're going to make it 4-lane just to cover our backs. It's also going to have decorative trees? No, I don't think so. What does that do? Lower noise pollution, supports medium traffic. I want bicycle lanes. I like the idea of a bicycle being like a sickle. Now, we also want a free-form road so we can properly get the full effect of the Sickle. So the Sickle itself... No, in fact, actually, maybe we should start with the base of the Sickle. Now, this road isn't one way, but it's got to connect to a road that is. So we'll come off like this, and bam, this is two-way traffic that can connect to and connect from the freeway. Excellent stuff, and a great place to start. Now, the handle for the Sickle, we're going to be a bit generous with this and make a long, long handle. Now, where is our 4-lane one-way road? Is there any? There might not be, you know. In fact, I don't think there is. Yeah, no, there isn't any 4-lane one-way road. I guess 2-lane one-way road is the same as 4-lane both ways. Now, do I want the traffic to be one way around the Sickle? That could make things tricky if services are trying to get around. It might make it a bit of a traffic nightmare. Now, do we want tram tracks, actually? Now, that might be cool. We might have the tram as a way to get around the Sickle, but it doesn't connect to anything. It's just residential. So I don't think we're going to bother with that. We are going to use the bicycle lanes, though, because I think bicycles are cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build the handle for the Sickle. There we go, that looks good. Looks good to me. There we are, the perfect handle to our Sickle. And now we have to kind of get a bit bendy with this. This is where things get a bit free-form and a bit crazy. So we come up here, and a Sickle kind of comes out like this, and then goes a little bit crazy. Now, the tricky part here is going to be the angle that we have to get on the edge of the Sickle. There we go. So our Sickle can't actually be that sharp because the roads won't let you do that in this game. But we can loop the Sickle around like this. But getting this angle is going to be a bit hard too. Is that kind of like a Sickle? There we go. This is looking pretty good. We want to make sure we leave enough room for the buildings. So that's a nice amount of room. And there we are. This is the most horrible looking sickle. But you know what? It kind of looks like a sickle, which is honestly really good enough for me. Now, we said we weren't going to go with curbs for Novosplovo, and that's why the sickle is going to be the only exception to that. And that's why it's going to be the most expensive place to live, because it breaks all the rules. Now, to make this place profitable for us, we're going to have to add some auxiliary roads that are going to be smaller. But as long as we keep the impression of a sickle, and we use smaller roads just to make it more functional as a place to put houses, we can still remain faithful to the idea, the concept, and preserve the fact that it's a sickle. So there we are. You can still clearly see the sickle shape, but then there's going to be smaller roads around it to help us connect it up and make it more efficient. Bam. It's kind of like a star sign, right? Because sometimes star signs look terrible, but they are star signs. Oh man, it'd be nice to live along the beachfront of the sickle if it wasn't for these two big pipes of poo that are churning out crap like there's no tomorrow. We don't want shit all over the faces of the guys that live on the sickle. But still, we need to make this place a place where people can actually live. Now, this has already got more space to live residentially than the entirety of the hammer, but we're going to hammer it out, pun intended, a little bit more and give these guys extra space to live. Okay, now we have the sickle. It's not quite 100% as pure as the hammer, but it's definitely got that sickle shape. And this is going to be a huge complex for residential. Now, we've got to be careful because commercial is very much on the rise. We can curb that desire a little bit by adding a little bit of commercial over here. But I don't want to get too close to the square. I don't want to compromise that, especially since I might be putting something over there. So we're going to put some more commercial zone here. We could probably fit a cheeky shop or two as well here. Maybe, or maybe not. But we don't need these anymore, actually. So we can start shaving off some of this extra area. And in fact, actually, since that's already residential, we can give these guys a bit more room to expand if they want to make their house bigger. Looking good, looking fantastic. So already we've got dudes moving in. Let's make sure they got water and power. They do. Excellent stuff. And bam, that's going to bring commercial down a little bit, but not enough. What's really going to help us over here is, of course, the residential. So we need to get power over to this mother trucker. And we want to be careful with this. So we're going to stagger this. We're going to stagger the rollout of power to the sickle by starting with buildings just here. Also going to do the same with water. But with water, we can be a bit more flexible because the pipes don't get in the way and they're not that ugly. I mean, they're hidden underground, and so they can't really be that offensive to look at. Perfect coverage. Okay, now let's drag some more pipes down here. Oh yeah, the perfect system. Absolutely grade A stuff. So what we want to do now is start... Wait, why is this not connected? What's that saying with power? It's definitely got power from there, so it should be carrying it over. What we need to do now is start dedicating some of these zones to be residential. If we put these guys in first, people will move in here, lickety-split. Let's pick up the speed to make sure they do. There's high demand. These guys are definitely going to come over here. Or are they? What's the hold-up? This place is connected to the motorway. Look at that. It's got a connection to the weird interchange that we have over here. And it does look like a guy is holding a sickle and a hammer. He's got a long arm for the hammer and a short arm for the sickle. But either way, this is one dual-wielding son of a gun. Okay, now the first houses have begun to go in. We can start adding even more. But again, making sure that they spread in a way that's going to give these guys plenty of power. Oh, yeah. Look at the residential lower. Now, it's going to lower at a pretty sharp rate because you've got a lot of housing over here. So we're going to start very slowly and just leave this little bit as residential to start with, because already that's going down super quick, and it's going to spike our requirement for industry. These guys are already pretty chilled because more people are coming to work. Right, yeah, so we've got to be careful. We've got to watch this demand for residential because the commercial is just going crazy now. Now let's see if we can do anything to make commercial happier. What would really help out these guys? What's the bee in their bonnet? They're very close to being upgraded to level 2. They need well-educated workers, actually. And they should have that. I mean, we've got a high school over here that's churning out dudes. It's almost at full capacity. So these guys should have plenty of educated workers. What else? Maybe we can make their lives better with some parks. Oh, yes, we definitely can. So let's see. What can we put down that's going to increase the value around this place? Another sign saying, welcome to Novo? Why not? Why not? But is that really going to improve happiness? Fellow comrades need to know what beauty they are about to visit. That's damn right. Novosplovo is such a beautiful example of Soviet supremacy. Could put Russian flagpoles down, but they suck. An old cinema is apparently a park, but it's got visitor capacity, so it's an entertainment place as well. We could plonk it over here. Might be a nice place for people to visit. But I'm looking more at raw parks now. So let's see what kind of trees and things we can put down to make this a more beautiful area. What is that? Russian garages? Don't think so. A construction site. Wow. Okay, that looks kind of like what a building's going to look like in eventually, a building to be. But it's way too expensive for us. What's this? Soviet small park. There's nothing small about this, my friend. But we could put one here. It's perfectly poised in this position to be a park. Oh yeah, look at that. Increase the happiness of these areas. Loads. But there's space down here still that could be improved. This is a residence. This is a house. So I can't really compromise that. But what I can do is add some road down here. What about over here? Yeah, I could definitely add a park over here. Let's do that. Put down some extra road. And now let's plonk down some extra park. An Omsk State musical. Oh man, look at this. It's got a pretty heavy upkeep, but it's got a big visitor capacity, and I think it's going to keep these residences down here happy. Let's take a look at other parks then. Maybe there's a snowy park that we can put down, because this is a bit green. Oh no, it's snowy in the snow. Looks good. It looks very basic, but you know what? That's fine. It's just a park. Let's plonk down a nice winter wonderland. Ice hockey. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we want. Bam. Oh, yeah, this is where the Novosplovo... What's an animal that begins with N? Nah. You know what? Screw it. It's a bit anime, but these are the Novosplovan nine-tails. Sure, whatever. These are nine-tailed foxes, and foxes are a very wintry Siberian thing. So sure, because I couldn't think of an animal that begins with N, the ice hockey team is called the Novosplovan Ninetails. Sure, why not? That's a good name. And it should have, oh yeah, already I can see, these commercial zones are being improved to level 2. Fantastic. It'll be a while before they go level 3, but oh my god, level 2 is an achievement. It's definitely an achievement and a triumph. I don't know what we can do to get these guys happier. I think maybe education would be a big thing. M&H clothing. They only want well-educated. Oh, and we do have well-educated dudes. That's good. That's good. We've got to be careful because we're going to run out of low-educated people. We've got too much schooling. And like I said, education is a very dangerous thing, especially in Novosplovo. You don't want your people knowing too much. Okay, and we're going to... This is like an onion. When you build a city circularly, you can treat its layers like an onion. And as we increase the layers, we increase the spiciness of the onion, which brings us to tears of joy as we get more population. There's a big demand for residential, and we're sating that right now by increasing what we've got in Novosplovo. Oh man, no, be careful because the demand now for residential is tanking once again. What's wrong with the dump? No more room? Get out of there. Open the budget panel. Okay, so while trash is in trouble, we need to up its budget. It's not too expensive, so we're going to max it out. More trucks. More trucks, more trucks, more trucks. get this trash out to this facility, which is only, whoa, what? 81% full? How has this happened? 95% full. What the hell? How have we filled up a second landfill site so quick? Oh my god. How have we got $160,000 in the bank? We haven't hit a milestone anytime recently. We are rich. You know what? Let's splash some cash. It's time to put down the beautiful heiress of Novosplovo. This is it. This is the moment. Oh man, I've been excited for this since the dawn of time. Oh, where am I going to put her? Right here? Yeah, right here. Oh man. Oh, but I've got to be careful because if I put it here, she's going to be a draw for traffic. But she looks so beautiful. It's got to be done. Oh, our Lady and Savior. Lady Novosplovo. History writes that in the dawn of time, Lady Novosplovo vanquished the dragons that inhabited the Siberian wastes. She slew the great dragon and brought people to a barren land where they could not survive. And you know what? They still survived. They said fuck you to the universe, and the universe said fuck you to them, and let them live in Novosplovo. That's right. Oh man, she is a beaut. Oh, I hope this doesn't increase traffic lots though. Now this is a really effective roundabout. It's a square about, but you know what? I don't care about that. She's pretty low definition textures though, but oh man, she is a thing to behold. She is beauty. Oh man, she's the best thing about this city. Look at that. That's freaking amazing. Let's just take a moment to enjoy Lady Novosplovo. Oh man, what a majestic, magnificent, magnanimous mega bitch. Oh, she is fantastic. Look at her shining over Novosplovo with a sword that says work or I will strike you down, bitches. Oh, she's amazing. Oh my god. That is what this game is about. Giant pieces of art. Now we're making so much money that doesn't even matter. Look at this. Look how much cash we're getting. How quickly we're getting it. The issues that we have in the city though are, you know why we've got so much money? Because we left the game on for so long that trash has just built up everywhere. So we need to get to that next milestone so that we can finally get our trash thing. Power's going to become an issue very soon. So we've got to be careful of that. But until then, let's just keep putting down residential until we run out of demand. We will do at some point, mark my words. But for now, people seem to be happy to be moving into the Sickle. Now, we're going to have to enhance these guys' experience at some point, and why not make that point right now? They don't have much coverage in terms of medical, so let's put down a very Russian medical facility. The medical helicopter depot sends out helicopters to pick up patients. Wow. Then we have this Russian hospital, which seems a bit more within our budget. Healthcare for the masses. We're also going to put a graveyard, and now this works as like a park as well, so people are going to be happy that this is here. What is that? Oh my god, that's a beast! It looks so beautiful. Maybe a hospital's a bit more wise actually, because we don't really have that much coverage. No, we got okay coverage. So we need fire department, obviously, fire station, fire helicopter depot. Wow. We don't actually have a Russian firehouse yet. That's still on our list of things to do, isn't it? Bam, we'll put it there. Great links. Great road access for everybody. A police department, obviously. Pashka's police. What's this? A police post? 1,600 a week. It's tiny. What the hell? It's a bit too small for us. It's a bit too small, and it's a bit too expensive. Holy maloney. We can put it over here, though. Or maybe here. Yeah, this looks good. Bam. And what else? Edumacation, of course. Now, we're going to put a big-ass school over here. Another secondary? Why not? The old high school looks fantastic. The old university. Oh, Ukraine. Now, that's a touchy subject in Novosplovo, so we're going to stick with the old high school. Which is the front? And which is the back? I think that's the front. Or is it the back? I can't tell. That's the front. Okay. So we have everything now, except parks. Now, if they're going to really love living in the Sickle, they're going to need some cool places to hang out. So why not give them a ski lodge? Cross-country skiing park. Whoa, what's this? This looks amazing, whatever it is. Now, it only affects... well, not that much, actually. What's something smaller? Fire Pit Park. This looks pretty cool. Get this down, right in the middle of things. Yeah. Bam. It's going to help those guys. And we can put another one down here, just to finish up what that one doesn't cover. Or maybe we can have something better. A sledding hill. That sounds like fun. Bam. Whoa, it's got a big catchment area. Alright, and already these guys are improving their happiness loads. Some super happy faces over here. Let's put a sledding park over here for these guys as well, because I think the people of the Hammer are feeling a bit neglected. There you go, my boys, my dudes. Having fun? Good. Maybe one over here too, another sledding park. Oh, yeah. They love it. Oh, look at that blue. That's the truest blue I've ever seen. They're in the trifecta, though, of parks. So we're going to put another... oh, I don't want too many sledding hills, because that sucks. Ice Sculpture Park, though. Hello, Daddy. Put one right here. Erase that household. And we'll put another one here. Oh, yeah, look at this zone of super blue. Now, we got a bit cheaty in Chaipan because we used parks that were a bit bullshit. They were a bit too good, and you could put them anywhere, which wasn't really fair. But it kept people happy, so I didn't care, really. We haven't got those in Novosplovo, so there's no shenanigans happening over here. But what we do have is a bit more residential going down to make sure this area is sustainable. We need more taxes. What we also need, though, is a bit more landfill. So we're going to extend the road again and put out some more landfill. I think this is going to have to be Landfill Alley. We're getting very close to what we need to get an incineration plant, though. Oh, man, if we can just break that, we can just break the mold. Commercial... see, residential's going slowly back up as we roll this out very, very, very slowly. Our population is getting very close to 500, though. We can do it. This final push. Hit it like you mean it, Novosplovans. That's right, start having babies. We need a population explosion. Are we going to get it? I think we might do. As long as these guys don't literally shit themselves over trash. Oh, trash is such a big issue. You know what? I don't want to risk anything, so we're going to put down another trash compacting. Another trash zone. Why not? That seems okay. Whew. That's a shame. It's a real shame, but need some landfill. Just need some landfill. Oh, we're ticking closer to it. Closer to it. Here we go. Come on. That last little push. Come on. Come on, Daddy. Yes. Here we go. Yeah! Big town! We did it. We've done it. We've done it. Now we've unlocked a new area, new taxation policies, level 5 unique buildings, blimps! Blimps! Metro. Metro! We can have subways. Harsh prison sentences. Okay. Leisure specialization, so we can have tourism zones, a VIP area. What? Also high density zones and offices, blimp pathways, universities, prisons. We can have Prison Island. Oh man, you can only get to by blimp. Nothing can ever escape. We can call it like Novotraz. Oh, that'd be great. That's gonna be. I'm so excited for the next episode. A deep space radar. I guess that's for detecting asteroids and tells you where they're gonna land. That's okay, but if they're gonna land somewhere, you're pretty boned. And what are you gonna do? Evacuate the area? Wow, who cares about that? You're still gonna lose everything. And blimp stuff. All right, cool. Well, next episode, we're going to get into blimps. we're going to get into a whole bunch of stuff, actually. So stay tuned. Metro, blimps. Oh, right, yeah, and heated water for the people. So join me next time, Novosplovans. Until next time, take care and check out the assets collection on the workshop. But bye for now.